School of Thoughts is back with another thought. And it is when anything is for free, then freedom is your price. These are the words by Desmond Tutu, one of the eminent scholars of Africa. Once he said, when the missionaries came to Africa, they had the Bible in their hand, and we had our land. They said, let's close our eyes and pray. We closed our eyes and prayed. When we opened our eyes, we had the Bible and they had our land. These are the similar situations with us. When the social sites were introduced to us, it was said that these are free. Let's close our eyes. We closed our eyes. When we opened it, we had Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and so on. And they had our time and freedom. What led to this? Nowadays, we live in the nuclear families with hardly any interaction within the family or outside. And this vacuum of loneliness is filled by the smartphones. In my earlier videos, I have always talked about acquiring the 21st century skills. When I talk about the 21st century, we cannot escape the influence of 21st century technology. Now, these smartphones, I believe, are the biggest non-drug addictions. In other words, or in other point of view, I can say that smartphones are not the addiction, but it can be termed as the internet addiction. I hope some people might remember when we had 1 GB data for 1 month, we hardly used that data. But now, when we have minimum 2 GB data for 1 day, we hardly switch off our data. Now, what are the effects of this? Our children are getting influenced by the mobile phones. One of the common problem by the parents is that my child spends maximum time on smartphone. My child hardly spends time with the family. My child hardly goes out to the playground. My child has very low interest in the studies. My child is always playing on the mobile rather than playing on the ground. And what has the impact of this on our social life? We are totally becoming introvert, either our children or we. Now, due to the COVID problem, the schools are also shut down. The classes are going online, and this has given the chance to children to spend 8 to 9 hours on the smartphones. And these 8 to 9 hours are always free from the supervision of the parents. And these 8 to 9 hours of non supervision of the parents can lead to the misuse of the smartphone. Whether they study on the phone or they use the smartphone for their social interactions with their friends. This is one of the common problems the parents are facing today. What can be the remedy for this? A very simple remedy can be the parents should spend more time with their children so that the vacuum of isolation or the vacuum of loneliness can be filled by the family members. They should be encouraged to play outdoors, to be more socially interactive with their friends, physically, not virtually on the phones. They should be encouraged to know the ins and outs of the mobile phones. They should be encouraged to spend time with their books rather than on internet. These small steps can lead to the remedies of the smartphone addictions today. I hope this video will be quite helpful for the parents. Thank you very much.